Totto-Chan. This story is written by Tetsuko Kuryonagi. From the title itself, the readers could guess what this story is about. It talks about a little girl who lives in Japan with her family, Totto-Chan. Now, the story goes on about how she gets kicked out of a primary school because her class teacher couldn't stand her. Now, most reasons would be because of bad behavior, of why a student would get expelled from their primary school. But in Toto-chan's case, it's completely out of innocent reasons. Now, what the author is trying to bring out to the reader is a picture of a simple puzzle. Now, this puzzle is what most adults try to misunderstand. What the puzzle represents is Toto-chan. Now, what Totto-chan represents is the true nature of how the curiosity of a child's mind piques their interest or unkeen interests, which don't actually matter to most people, but still has the capability of mesmerizing the child's minds. Each of the pieces of this big puzzle displays a part of the essence of the true nature of a child, of Totto-chan. Now, some of these pieces could show aspects or an essence of what true childhood could actually mean. Some of these pieces would probably lead to features such as curiosity, innocence, shyness, inquisitivity, confusion, happiness, and sorrow, which will can be depicted in some of the scenes in Toto-chan, the actual story. Innocence, the first piece of the big puzzle which I'm about to explain. Now, innocence of Toto-chan can be depicted in one of the early episodes given in the text. The title stating, "The Little Girl at the Window." Now, this scene takes place in the classroom of the first school which Toto-chan went to. Funny be it that she was expelled right from the first grade. Now, I'm going to tell out the reason why she was expelled. The scene which I'm about to speak upon is the scenario where the teacher talks to Toto-chan's mother about the reasons why she cannot continue to have Toto-chan in her class. Now, she stated that whenever she needs to take any of the utensils she needed, like the stationary items such as the pencils, the pens, or probably the razors, she has to open the desk and close it again. Now, most of the students would open it for one time and take everything what they needed, close the desk, and then sit for the class. But Toto-chan, on the other hand, would open the desk at least around 100 times. To take the pencil, she'll open the desk once, close it again, and then put it on the table. And whenever she needs the eraser, she opens the desk again, takes the eraser, keeps it on the table, closes it, and vice versa. Whenever she didn't need the items, she would take it, open the desk, and close it again. Now, this would create a huge disturbance for the teacher. For the other students, it wasn't really a hassle to begin with. Now, this was the only one of the reasons for her to actually expel Toto-chan. The other reasons would be that she would go to the window, as the title states, "The Little Girl at the Window." The significance of the title would state that whenever she sat near the window, she would patiently wait for the musicians or the street musicians that would pass by and call out to them. Now, there was no harm in calling out to them, as most people would think. But then, as she would call out to them, they would come and she would ask them to play their usual songs or their usual tunes, which would then cause another ruckus outside the classroom and then create a disturbance for the class teacher, which ultimately would create a situation where she cannot be or she is unable to teach. Now, another reason would probably be the fact that she sits at the window and she just looks outside. Now, when the teacher went to inquire about what she was looking at or who she was talking to outside the window, it would be the pigeons. Now, we may not all understand a child's behavior, which is why childhood is so interesting to us. Now, any normal child would want to talk to an animal. It's not exactly abnormal for them not to do so.